I'm Ellie Mae, just by myself today. So happy Monday. I know it's tough on 4th of July week, that it's just difficult to have sort of 4th of July celebrations over the weekend and then get back into the week and then celebrate again on Wednesday. But I kind of like it. It's drawn out a little bit. I'm kind of into it. So again, happy Monday. I'm just going to wait a couple minutes for some people to join, more people to join. I have this beautiful necklace that I got for 4th of July, and it lights up. Isn't that something? Yeah, it's so great. Anyway, so the question today is, should ICE be abolished? We asked this last week as well, but we wanted to ask it again because it's sort of gaining momentum, this idea that ICE should be abolished. Now, personally, I think this is just another boogeyman being made to take down. I think there are problems, obviously, within every government agency. I'm a conservative, so I wouldn't be too upset if a lot of agencies were abolished. But I just think this is a way for certain politicians to create their momentum, to ignite some passion in their voters and make them feel like they're fighting for something. So that's just what I think. These extreme things like abolish the entire agency. I'm not even opposed to it, really. I mean, I think that's a little ridiculous, but I'm all about smaller government. So anyway, first of all, I actually want to talk quickly about the president of Mexico, who was just elected. Really quick. So he said this. He said, if Trump sends out an offensive tweet, I will take charge and answer him, said incoming Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, at a campaign rally in Oaxaca. So he's kind of going towards Trump with, guns blazing, which is, I think, interesting. He founded the National Regeneration Movement. It follows in the populist tradition and vowed to fight fire with fire when it comes to Trump. So Trump maybe has met his match. So he's run for president in every election since 2006. He has humble beginnings, flies coach, and says he will convert Mexico's presidential palace into a public park. Very interesting. I have a feeling he won't be agreeing to paying for the wall. I don't know. It's just like a slight suspicion. Do you think you would? No, I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, so let's get back to ICE. Good old ICE. So on their website, this is what ICE is described as, just so everyone knows what they are, because I kind of feel like people don't know what they're talking about when they're talking about wanting to abolish an entire agency. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, that's what ICE stands for. Their employees protect America from the cross-border crime and illegal immigration that threaten national security and public safety. To carry out our mission, ICE focuses on legal and safe immigration enforcement, terrorism prevention, and combating transnational criminal threats. So people their concern is that ICE has become sort of this terroristic force that is breaking up these families and raiding houses and all of these things. Again, I just think, radical people are sort of saying to abolish the entire agency just to create some passion in their voters, and I don't think that will work. Again, I think, the fact that people on the left are advocating for smaller government, this is a great step in the right direction. No, but I don't think I should be abolished. I do think, there should be things that are fixed, just like I think with everything. We are very imperfect, but I think we're the best country in the world. But anyway, so Trump tweeted Saturday morning that Democrats are making a strong push to abolish ICE, one of the smartest, toughest, and most spirited law enforcement groups of men and women that I have ever seen. That's what Trump said. So I don't think abolishing ICE will happen, just like I don't think, overturning some major SCOTUS rulings. I don't think that's going to happen. I know there's some panic on the left with a new appointee coming in soon after Justice Kennedy is retiring. And they're a little panicked about certain laws that might be overturned. can't say I think that's going to happen. Just don't. I think we're just run on fear so much. Like we all just run on fear so much, and it's just stupid. And, you know, there's some validity to some of it, but for the most part, it's just a tactic and strategy by politicians to manipulate us, to be honest. So New York's Kristen Gillibrand became the first senator and potential 2020 candidate to announce her support for the agency's elimination. Less than 12 hours later, on Friday morning, New York Mayor Bill de Blasio joined the chorus, telling a news station that ICE's time has come and gone. Interesting. So, yeah, this is the radical stuff that is going to keep us from compromising in this country. We just become more and more divided, and it's just become a circus. And I think we're all sort of laughing about it at this point. Maybe not all of us. I wish more of us would find it funny. It's just sad that we've been manipulated so much, because I truly think that our division is in part by politicians manipulating us, and I think that's really unfortunate. So now I've just come to the point where I find it funny. I didn't before, but now it's just like, seriously, come on. So I think we the people can come together and start pushing back against this, and then we can sort of force our politicians to work together, maybe, possibly. In a Facebook post on Saturday, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren wrote, "The president's deeply immoral actions have made it obvious that we need to rebuild our immigration system from top to bottom, starting by replacing ICE with something that reflects our values." A line that mirrored her statements in a speech at a protest in Boston. But some progressives on the Hill worry that wielding the Abolish ICE banner would be a political gift to Trump and his allies, and that Democrats should consider a more nuanced approach. Yeah, you think? It's just all a game. I'm so frustrated with our politicians, you guys. Let me get to some comments, and let's change up the picture because I'm getting bored with that one. Oops, nope, here it goes again. Oh, sorry, guys. It's Monday. All right, so Emma says, "No way, we need ICE." Thank you for your comment, Emma. Bonnie says, "No way." Let's see. You guys are so funny. Oh, wow, we need to increase it by tenfold. I disagree with that. Pat says, "That's the stupidity question I've ever heard." Interesting. Let's see. Sorry. Eddie says, "Abolish it." Scott says, "Absolutely not." Gary says, "No freaking way should that happen." Jimmy says, "Maxine Waters has to go." Well, that's irrelevant. Lana says, "Trump needs to be abolished." Very interesting. It's amazing. Democrats calling for things to be abolished. I'm loving it. Sorry, I have to make light of certain things. This is just funny. Leanne says no. Let's see. Again, the incoming Mexican president, I don't think that he is going to be too keen on paying for the wall. I said in the beginning of the show, Trump may have met his match, because this guy who is the incoming president, he says that he's going to fight fire with fire, and that he's going to take Trump head on. And I think that's going to make politics even more interesting this year. How could it possibly get more weird or interesting? I have no idea. It's crazy. Ruby says, wait, where'd it go? Okay. Ruby says, "No way." Let's see. ICE is for illegal immigrants, not immigrants. Get it straight. Yes, that is right. And I hate when people blend the definition of legal and illegal into this gray area to make people think that, conservatives are against immigration. That just grinds my gears. There is a difference, people. There is a difference. Whether you agree with the difference or not, with, the legality of things, like, there have obviously been bad things that have been legal and good things that have been illegal, but there's still a difference. So make sure we, keep that in mind, and also not compare apples and oranges, because that's also ridiculous. John says, no, 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 exclamation, exclamation. Brett says, I agree. Kay says, yes. Let's see. Michael says, it should be abolished. It is a redundant agency. A true conservative would be for abolishment. Conservatives should want less government. Overheard by definition. They already have Border Patrol, the FBI, local and state police. Hi, Michael. Yes, I was saying that at the beginning of the show, that I am happy about this movement, even though I don't think it should be totally abolished. But I'm still not super against this idea that it can be abolished, because I like smaller government, which is what I was saying in the beginning. Cool. It's almost as if we can find common ground with both sides on this, if, conservatives are going to be honest about their small government beliefs. Let's see. But again, I am not demonizing ICE by any means, because I think there are some very good things that has happened because of them. Kids getting rescued from very bad situations, women getting rescued from bad situations. So, I'm looking at the big picture. But anyway, Georgie says we need them. Martin says obviously should not be abolished. John says ICE needs to be left alone. If not, a new civil war will break out. No, it won't. It will not break out. I reject that. Gosh, in the past 8 or 10 years, it's everything is if this happens, a civil war is gonna break out. I'm exhausted from that kind of talk. I'm exhausted from the everyone you disagree with is Hitler kind of talk. I'm exhausted from a civil war is gonna break out any minute. I'm exhausted from every leader is a tyrant wanting to kill us all. It's so. I'm just over it. It's so annoying. And the media is, not helping the situation with their bias. And it's very frustrating. And it has been for a very long time. Anyway, let's see. Randall says, no, we need ICE. Dakota says, this agency served a purpose right after 9/11. Now, especially during this presidency, it's lived past its lifetime. So I like hearing some of these more thought out responses. And Kwaku and I were talking about last week how we should all think outside the box and not just regurgitate the talking points that our politicians repeat over and over and over. And we should think for ourselves and think about solutions. And some of you guys are kind of giving some of those solutions, like, oh, maybe we should do this instead, or maybe, we should fix this part of it, but not this. It's very good to think bigger than the talking points we hear on Fox News and CNN. Okay, cool. Let's see. I don't want to read some of these because I can't pronounce certain names. I feel so bad. William says yes. Let's see. Rebecca says I agree. Dolores says no. Jimmy says hi, sweetie. Hello. I'm on one today. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, it's Monday, and I feel like it's Monday, actually. Yeah, if that makes sense. So anyway, ICE, some people think they're over and done with, lived past their lifetime. Some people think they are the only thing keeping us safe. I liked one of the comments that said it's sort of a redundant agency. We have the FBI, police, etc. Border Patrol, whatever. Let's see. Should the police be abolished too? Yeah, so I can see it kind of bleeding into that sort of thinking, because there's ICE is sort of being demonized, and people are acting like they do absolutely no good, and that's where I get into this area of super frustrationville, USA. So I think that's probably all I'm going to go over today. Again, I don't think the incoming Mexican president is going to want to pay for this wall. You guys should look into him. He's pretty interesting guy. It's exciting. Politics is crazy. All right, guys. Well, I will. Yes, it is Drag Your Feet Day Monday. Agree, Jimmy. And my cat is locked in the other room, so he was wanting to get out. So I'm going to go now. It's been great being live with you. I will see you tomorrow on Tuesday. Have a great Monday, everybody. And enjoy the 4th of July week. Yeah, Independence Day. Hello. Awesome. Okay, bye, guys.